Hello, grade 9. This is Batul, an English teacher from the Qarib School. In the previous lesson, we had the reading text about festival, the Chinese festival and the Spanish festival. We have read the text and we also found out the meanings of the words related to the subject or related to the context in general. In this video, we're going to have a summary of the paragraphs and also the main ideas of them. Now let's start with the first paragraph. The main idea. The text introduces the Chinese Dragon Boat Festival, a celebration with a history of over 2,500 years. It highlights the festival's significance, celebrated on the 5th day of the 5th lunar month, attracting millions of people in China and tourists. The festival commemorates a Chinese patriot's sacrifice in protest against the government, marked by the tradition of eating rice dumplings. Summary: the Chinese Dragon Boat Festival, celebrated for over 2 millennia, honors a patriotic act from the 3rd century, occurring in the 5th day of the 5th lunar month. It draws large crowds in China and tourists. The festival commemorates a patriot who threw himself into the Milo River, leading locals to throw rice dumplings into the water to symbolize offerings in his memory. Paragraph 2 and 3. The main idea. The text discusses various customs associated with the Chinese Dragon Boat Festival, including the tradition of wearing scented pouches for protection against evil, the significance of the 5-color silk thread, and the exciting dragon boat races featuring vibrantly decorated boats with dragon motifs. The Chinese Dragon Boat Festival involves customs such as wearing scented pouches with protective properties, particularly for children. These pouches, made of silk and adorned with 5-color silk thread, are tied to a child's wrists, ankles, and neck. Another highlight of the festival is the dragon boat races, featuring brightly painted boats with dragon head and tail decorations. The boats, ranging from 12 to 30 meters in length, engage in lively races with up to 80 rowers. The tradition also includes painting red eyes on the dragon boat faces before entering the water, bringing the dragons to life. Now, paragraph 4 and 6. Main idea. The text introduces Spain's La Tomatina, a unique and lively festival featuring a citywide tomato fight. It provides information about the festival's origin. Its temporary ban during the rule of Francisco Franco and the safety measures involved in the tomato fight. La Tomatina is a distinctive Spanish festival celebrated on the last Wednesday in August, known for its citywide tomato fight. Originating in 1945, the festival lacks a clear religious or political basis, speculated to have begun as a food fight among children or local townspeople throwing tomatoes at each other. Despite a temporary ban by Francisco Franco, it resumed after his death in the 70s. The week-long celebration leading up to the tomato fight includes parades, fireworks, and pilot cooking contests. Participants must wear goggles for safety, and safety regulations require squashing tomatoes before throwing. The festival begins and ends with a cannon, and firefighters use water cannons to clean the streets afterward. Now, after we have read the summary and the main ideas, let's do the exercise, or let's answer the questions about the reading text. Number 1. When do the Chinese celebrate the Dragon Boat Festival? So the answer is here. This year, So, on the fifth day of the fifth lunar month. So the answer is on the fifth day of the fifth lunar month. And 2. What does the Chinese festival commemorate? So it commemorates a popular Chinese patriot who threw himself into the Milo River. Question number 3. Why are rice patties thrown into the river? They threw rice to stop the fish from eating him up. Question 4. When is La Tomatina festival celebrated? It was celebrated or it is celebrated on the last Wednesday in August. Number 5. Why did La Tomatina festival stop and when was it resumed? The Spanish dictator Francisco Franco banned the festival for having no religious significance. However, the event was resumed after the death of Franco in the 70s. And here, question number 1. When is the Chinese Dragon Boat Festival celebrated and what does it commemorate? So, the Chinese Dragon Boat Festival is celebrated on the fifth day of the fifth lunar month, commemorating the sacrifice of a Chinese patriot in the 3rd century. Question 2. What significant act by Chinese patriots is remembered during the Dragon Boat Festival? So the festival remembers a Chinese patriot's protest against the government, marked by his self-sacrifice in the Milo River. Question number 3. Why do people eat rice dumplings during the festival and what do they symbolize? People eat rice dumplings during the festival to symbolize rice offerings made on behalf of the brave patriot who sacrificed himself. Number 4. What is the purpose of the fragrance pouches worn by children during the Chinese Dragon Boat Festival? The fragrance pouches worn by children during the Chinese Dragon Boat Festival serve the purpose of protecting them from evil. Question number 5. How are the Dragon Boat races traditionally concluded, and what role does the flag catcher play in the race? So the Dragon Boat races are traditionally concluded when the flag catcher successfully grabs the hanging flag at the finish line, winning the race. Question number 6. Why is red eye painted onto the faces of dragon boats before they enter the water during the festival? Red eyes are painted onto the faces of dragon boats before they enter the water during the festival to bring the dragon's decorations to life. Number 7. When is La Tomatina celebrated and what unique features distinguishes this festival? La Tomatina is celebrated on the last Wednesday in August, and its unique feature is a citywide tomato fight. Question number 8. What are some speculated origins of La Tomatina, and why was it temporarily banned during Francisco Franco's rule? La Tomatina's origin is speculated to involve a food fight among children or locals throwing tomatoes at each other. It was temporarily banned during Francisco Franco's rule, possibly due to a lack of religious significance. Number 9. Describe the week-long festivities leading up to the tomato fight during La Tomatina. The week-long festivities leading up to La Tomatina including parades, fireworks, and paella cooking contest. Number 10. What safety measures are in place for participants in La Tomatina and how is the festival cleaned up afterward? Participants in La Tomatina must wear goggles for eye protection, and safety regulations require squashing tomatoes before throwing. The festival is cleaned up by firefighter using water cannons after the conclusion. Thank you for watching and goodbye.